in the morning, there is one who is especially savvy in knowing where the camera is for Renda Digital TV and for our YouTube channel here on WCCS, our Facebook, I should say. And that's Beth Finegan.
Yes.
So she has been training herself now because we changed the camera angle, and she's trained herself now to look to her left rather than her right when she uses her visual aids.
That's right.
We're very excited about this.
I see.
Our conversation with Beth today brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Now, Beth, we just had you here a week ago.
I know.
And we were talking about
the dog
wonderful
live
event.
auction.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, how did it go?
It was great.
Really?
So much fun. And we had a great success. Everything sold at the auction, and that was well over 240 pieces of items that sold. I want to say a special thanks to Steve Reinhold, the auctioneer, who kept the day moving along. It was very entertaining. Also to Brad Kratz at Innovative Aviation, who let us use his hangar at the Jimmy Stewart Airport for the auction. It was just a perfect space. And to Raziki Cafe for donating coffee and cookies for us. Nice. And all of our volunteers. You know, this is National Volunteer Recognition Month. And I just want to thank them all for their hard work and dedication, not just with the auction, but with all of our events, our weekly Sunday night bingo games. We just couldn't do it without our fantastic volunteers.
Yeah. All right, so before we get started with, I know you've got the golden ticket to talk about. You've got your car with you. You've driven your car into the studio again. Before we get started, there's a very serious thing going on right now at the animal shelter, and it's spring, it's puppy kitten season, especially kitten season. You're jam-packed. You can't even take more pets right now.
Yeah, we really are jam-packed, and it's tough. You know, like so many other shelters in our area, we can't take in owner-surrendered large dogs, or because we're just at capacity, especially in our dog kennels, and you literally can't get more dogs in there. So what we ask is that people call us if they have a situation where they need to surrender a dog. We have a waiting list. I know other area shelters likewise have waiting lists. I suggest calling around to the other shelters as well and get on their waiting list. And simply put, for every dog or cat that's adopted, we then call the next person on the waiting list. And that's how we have to handle it. Yeah. But another way to alleviate the situation is to consider adopting a dog from us or a cat from us. And the way you can do that, it's very easy. You can just go to our website and see the dogs and cats that are available. Our website also has applications on it. You can fill out an application and submit it electronically. And applications are good for 6 months. So if you don't find the perfect match in a pet when you look the first time, you've got 6 months ahead of you to make that happen.
Yeah. So it's a pretty dire situation for all of the shelters, and yours is affected by that as well. So can't take in any more until some that are there are adopted by somebody.
Right, exactly.
Okay. All right. So let's get to more fun stuff this morning.
Okay.
And that is the golden ticket.
Yes. Okay. So we are within a mere matter of a few weeks before the first drawing goes off for the golden ticket. Let me just remind everybody, the grand prize is
here she is. She's getting into her car. Oh, nice. It's got signs on it, too. You'll get pulled over if you drive the car with that in the windshield.
So this car, which is a Subaru
microphone,
which is a Subaru Crosstrek Sport.
Yeah, there you go.
2024 in Alpine Green. We also have 10 days of cash prizes. Here's the ticket. 10 days of $500 cash prizes. The 11th day is a Yamaha ATV. And then on the 12th day, it's that 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Sport R.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So each ticket has four-digit numbers on it. Winners are based off of the Pennsylvania Lottery Pick 4 evening number. I will be the one contacting the winners. that's always a fun part of my job. And tickets are available certainly at the shelter. You can order tickets through our website. They are also available at Sit and Stay Cafe, White's Variety, Horses and Hounds, Delaney Subaru, and Tom's Cycle. So you can just go to our website and purchase them. You can go into the shelter or to any of these wonderful businesses around town that are supporting our sales and efforts in selling the golden ticket.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. That's a really big thing.
I know, it is a really big thing. And so we also have a couple specials going. For $100, you can get 3 tickets. And for $300, you can get a whole book of tickets, which is 10 tickets.
Wow.
Yes. And all this money goes, of course, to the shelter. All the proceeds that we raise from this raffle will go directly to the shelter, to the care of our animals. And, this is just a big fundraiser for us. It's all about fundraising. We do not receive money from any national organization like the United States Humane Society or the ASPCA. Mm-hmm. All the money that it takes to run our shelter is raised by us here locally. Mm-hmm. So all these efforts, I know it always sounds like I'm doing this fundraiser, that fundraiser, and we are. And the good thing is that we do have fun with them. So upcoming fundraisers include our Cash Bash, August 3rd, down in Homer City at the Red Barn Sportsman's Club. And then, of course, our Cause for Paws, Peace, Love, and Rescue out at Blue Spruce Park on September 21st. Mm-hmm. So those are coming down the pike. But right now, it's all about the golden ticket. And
sure.
I cannot wait to see who wins the car or the ATV or the cash. And I just encourage people to support us and make a donation, buy a golden ticket. The golden tickets are $40 each. And again, they're those specials of 3 tickets for $100. 10 tickets for $300.
Yeah. And fundraisers like that, which become fundraisers as well. Those are wonderful, and they're great because they also help you to tell the story of the Humane Society and of the shelter. But it's not a bad thing for someone to just say, you know what, I've got a few bucks here, I'd like to give it. Maybe I've got more than just a few bucks and I'd like to give it. I know that you wouldn't mind if somebody was a regular giver.
Oh, absolutely.
So folks can make donations directly to the shelter.
Yes, they sure can. And one of the things you were just bringing up is what's called a reoccurring donor. And we have plenty of reoccurring donors who give every month. And that helps us so much, of course. We do have people who give a large amount, maybe once a year or twice a year. Every little bit counts. And I do want to mention that we have Harper's Fund, which is our emergency veterinary care fund. Mm-hmm. People can donate directly to that. They can just earmark it on their check. And we just recently received a wonderful donation for that fund that helps us pay the veterinary costs that we incur sometimes for emergency or urgent veterinary care. Yeah.
Dogs, cats, again, I want to return to the topic of the animals at the shelter and how you adopt one, because folks might think, I have to wade on through all of the different cats and dogs that are there and look at all the sad faces looking at me, and that's the only way I can do it. That's the only way I can pick the one that I want. The process is a little bit more refined than that.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah. If someone's interested in adopting a dog or a cat, like I said before, they can go to the website and look at pictures and their little write-ups about each animal, so you'll get to understand their personalities a little bit. And then once your application's approved, you can set up an appointment time to come into the shelter and work with directly with someone from the dog team or the cat team who can help find the perfect match for you. Mm-hmm. And, there's plenty of visits, especially with the dogs out in the play yard. If you have an animal at home, if you have a dog at home and you're interested in adopting one of the shelter's dogs, we have meet and greets that go on. And this can take weeks. And that's
sure.
fine. That's fine, because we want to make sure that dog or cat has the best opportunity for the best life mm-hmm. in their adopted home.
Yeah, I know you get volunteers who come out to walk dogs and to spend time socializing with cats and things of that nature. Do those folks sometimes end up adopting as well?
Oh, yeah, most certainly. Yeah. And along those lines, we're always looking for volunteers to help us at the shelter. There's a little bit of training that goes into our dog walking volunteers, just so they get to understand the routine. But we also have volunteers that come in and go into the cat colony and socialize with our cats, and our cats love that. So if people are interested, all they have to do is just they can go on our website and see information about it, or just come into the shelter when we're open and fill out a volunteer application.
Yeah. One last push. Golden ticket.
Golden ticket. Right here, the golden ticket.
She's showing it on Facebook.
Yes, please consider supporting the shelter and purchasing a golden ticket. Give yourself a chance to win some cash, an ATV, and a car.
You can buy your ticket at the shelter or off of your website.
Yes, and also at those businesses that I mentioned earlier. And I just wanted to say one more thing. Sit and Stay Cafe also has a tree in their cafe with all of our adoptable dogs and a little bio write-up of each of them. So you can go there as
That'd
well.
be a big tree right now.
Yeah, it is a pretty big tree. Yes, exactly.
All right, Miss Finegan, thanks so much. The first drawing will be the 13th of May,
Yes,
right?
May 13th.
All right. It is the voice of Indiana County. It is WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Fox News coming up next at the top of the hour, and then it's the Brian Kilmeade Show, Pirates Baseball, on the air today at 12:10. The Buccos and the Milwaukee Brewers from PNC Park. It is the